Red Gospel Church, which is an old Armenian church. You can see some of the interior and how large it was, at least 3, maybe 4 stories tall. And it sits here in ruins, and it's been in ruins for probably, so a very interesting neighborhood. Some of the interior here from the parking lot side, you can see more of the structure. It goes in up. How this archway stays remaining. It's a miracle in itself. So there, as I said, there are probably 4 big pillars, and these are the remains of those pillars and the roofing that fell down. Coming up from this walkway, you can see the archway there, sitting outside. Another archway right here. That section. Lower level, you can see the hotel there back in the background. Different layers of this building. They say the dome up above here was made of wood. Not much pieces of wood, probably have been scavenged. But there's one little piece right here in the middle there, sticking out underneath all the rubble. Probably part of the original dome up above that fell. I'm actually standing upon the pillars, the area where looking out over the parking lot. This was the roofing and sections of the walls that had fallen down just remain in ruins here. You can see the lower levels. And standing here in the middle of this is amazing. How big, how massive this building is, and how long that crack is going all the way down. Only this pillar here on the other side holding it up. You see those holes there, most likely some type of roofing or sometimes a poles coming out. You can see some of the designs on the side of the building there. This side that is quite unique. The cross is up there. And you have cross over an entryway in the window there. I think there's a date on this thing. Somewhere how old it is. Just look at the beauty of how they did the work. The brickwork. Put the window up there with some writing on there, 1844 it says on the far left side of that building. Sorry, of that window. And this massive structure actually faced directly east. And you can see this between the hotel and this building here. Other crosses even on the side. See a cross right there in that window there. On this building in the east side, you can just see the massive crack all the way down it. Like the building is ready to split apart. I hate to be standing here in the middle of an earthquake. And this is the north side. You can see this side from this building. Not realizing that I walked through private property. Sorry about that. I just came from the parking lot on the other side. Let's see what we can see when you look into this window here. It looks like it shows quite a bit. Oh my goodness. It is quite a bit of scene on this side. You can see the interior where the worship section was, where the priest stood back in this section. You can see that right there. It's an amazing viewpoint. The Red Gospel Church. Amazing structure coming in here, looking on the edge. Seems like there's this black whitewash that was there at the end. Even down here looks like it's graffiti, but even in that area there, on the top, on that archway is darker. On this stride, you can see the different structure and just seeing glimpses of how massive it is. And down here, my wife said you see the building just vomiting out its rubble. It's just spewing it out as it's sick of sitting here and just unfortunately nothing has been done either to protect the building or to keep it safer for people nearby. So the rubble and even the pillars, massive pillar there on its side, massive pillar there standing still, and obviously vandalism has taken place also, I'm sure, in this location. Interesting, it says the building was made in 1844, but on that second window up right there on the left side it says 1845. So the first layer of the building, 1844, 1845, second layer, maybe by this 1845, 1846 the top was finished. On the hotel right next door to here, Hotel Tuta, they have these Georgian figures actually. A lot of them came from postcards from back probably 100 plus years ago. But this one here is actually Saeed Jan, a famous Georgian musician. And then up down here, it looks like this lady here is from the 100 years ago or so when they're fighting to become independent. And I'm not sure what year it was. And also here, another postcard image of a Georgian man. So interesting. They're facing this building, which is the Red Gospel Church. Just east of the building is all this destruction of these houses. This house, entryway, it's a hotel in between, but most likely these were structures from the Armenian church that lay dormant for the last 35 years, or they had gone bad. And here's like one structure there, kind of facing each other with rooms on both sides. Could have been people who came to set up to stay or to come towards the worship. Now they're all in destruction, kind of just falling apart on the streets here. Some of these old sections, they're just falling apart, and what the old yards used to look like. You can see there, they had houses one on top of each other, sharing a common hallway, and this was the yard of the people's house here. The house is falling apart. The old brick. The brick is still standing.